Hello, ahoy. Welcome to another Wednesday. Hello, Colette. We haven't seen Colette and joining live in a while. Bonjour, Paul. Hello, Susan. We've got some storm clouds kind of threatening over here on the southwest side of Tucson. So hopefully they will not bring thunder, lightning, and possible power outages. Get my phone put into airplane mode. But yeah, it is another Wednesday, middle of the week. This is so. I know you hear Jeff say this, but kind of having something like this on your calendar is kind of it's kind of nice because then you know that you're not going to like skirt it and like not do it all at all. So Ruthless Crab, welcome. So if you haven't already, subscribe. Welcome, Lynn. You're not too late. I was actually late too. I forgot. So I had been sending out email reminders and stuff, and then I'd also been sending out emails with some videos that I have up on the channel that aren't like fully listed. So I think everyone on here is on the mailing list already, but on the off chance that you are watching this and you would like to get an email from me, or you'd like me to periodically forget to send you an email to remind you about this, you can email me at that email address. You can also reach out to me on Instagram. I think I have it set so that anybody can message me, but I'm not totally sure. But you can find me over there as well, doing a little more. I have a few folks that I've been working with for doing some coaching, dipping my toe in that world. And then I have an orientation tomorrow to be one of the fill-in meditation teachers for the Open Heart Project, which I'm super excited about. I'm not sure when that will be, but I think they have weekend fill-in meditation teachers. And so there's a chance that I'll be doing that maybe in September or October. So that's cool. I'm trying to think of anything else. I definitely felt like I missed out with everybody that went to Omega. It sounded like there was lots of fun. I don't know if any of the folks here made it to Omega, but yeah, so it definitely sounded like that was fun. Don't forget to like. The like button is right here for me, but it's probably down here for you. If you do like the meditation today, don't forget to like that. And then subscribers, thank you to everybody. We're over 130 now, so it's like 130 or 131, something like that. So I think some folks have that are normally in chat were relying on that email, and so I need to get that set up as well. So I am savvy enough with technology to have potential blood feuds with technology on a regular basis. So I should be able to figure out this whole, having emails and scheduling them and everything else. But yeah, it's always fun. So I don't remember if I promised a meditation last time or I thought of anything. For today, I was thinking we would do more of a straight up do nothing meditation. And I won't muddy the waters with calling it autofocus or anything else, but just a straight up do nothing project. And then the twist would just be kind of to sample, like, okay, what's my posture like at this moment? What's my mind like at this moment? And so I'll give lots of space in the sit for the most part. But just a few of those kind of cues. They're kind of maybe a little bit on the like inspired by or ripping off from Saida Utejaniya, who likes to say, what's the state of the mind? But for me, I just want to highlight that notion about the posture. So that, like I'll notice that when I'm feeling dull or I'm not feeling as alert, there's often a quirk in my posture. Part of the thing that I think is amazing about I don't think I guide and let you know about the cosmic mudra, but this is or sometimes people refer to it as the empty bowl. And so it's left hand on top of right, and then the thumbs are lightly touching. The really cool thing about this is if you start to lose your concentration a bit when you're sitting, you notice that your thumbs aren't touching. And then if you're really bearing down and probably putting a little bit too much effort into the sit, you'll notice that you're starting to push the thumbs a little bit more. And so I tend to use that as a way for me to kind of get a little bit of a feel, noticing that in my hands. And so that's just one of the little feedback mechanisms that you see. And in Zen, particularly, the cosmic mudras is there, but by no means does Zen have any exclusive claim to that hand posture. So that's, I think, all the things I can think of. Yeah. Do you have any questions? You can post those in chat. I've got a bell. I'm going to ring it. I'm also going to start my timer so that I won't forget. So 25 minutes. I didn't introduce myself. So if you're watching this and you have no idea who I am, hello. It's nice to meet you. All right. Well, let's begin. Oh, that was just... All right, here we go. Oh, it's too loud. All right. So you could say the sit began when you decided to log in to YouTube and start the stream, but the bell is signaling that it has officially begun. And really, as always, starting with posture. So we can start from the ground up, just establishing a stable base. It really helps us to be still, but not rigid. Really sink into the support of the ground. If you're sitting in a chair, maybe experimenting with the feet being flat. And if your legs are crossed, just to see if you can loosely cross them and then try to allow as much of your weight to be in your hips. Ultimately, allowing the body to be heavy from the waist down, and from the waist up, light and almost buoyant. The spine is upright but not uptight. Not too much effort. And then just checking to make sure that your shoulders are down and back. And your hands can be any way you want, or you can try out that thing I just showed you. And then just checking to see if there's any noticeable tension. You'll know where your tension is held more than I will, but just a few spots to check in with. So the shoulders, the jaw, around the eyes. Sometimes just noticing the tension is enough for it to begin to release. And if it doesn't, it's our first opportunity to bring a no big deal attitude to our sit. And what that really kind of means is we're not trying to change anything. We're not trying to chase off the tension or make it go away, but just being aware of it. And then a few deliberate breaths. Slow and low is our tempo that we're looking for. Breathing in through the nose allows it to be slow, and that allows us to fill the belly and go low. And then extending or even sort of accentuating the exhale. That's a cue to the body that it's safe to move into a rest and relaxation state. So if you want, you can really just be in this mode of sitting and knowing that you're sitting. Or you can mark this as a waypoint. And then if the guidance isn't as supportive or kind of lose touch with what's going on, you can always come back to this feeling of sitting and knowing that you're sitting. And then the beauty of today's sit is there's nothing to do. So we're not putting in any effort to try to put forward any particular technique. We're allowing our attention to be a free range. And then if we notice that the mind isn't satisfied with that and it wants to micromanage what's going on in experience, just a brief moment of acknowledging that the micromanager is trying to help, and then letting that go, being okay with that, and then coming back to just allowing the attention to roam. And then a reminder that if you've done breath meditation or mantra meditation for any time, when we let up on the technique, we may find that the mind will go into counting the breaths or repeating your mantra. So if that happens, we don't have to make it a problem. It may feel like a problem, but we don't have to make it feel like a problem. So if you let go of that and it keeps coming back, just know that that's part of what the free range quality is. So I'll let you explore, and then I'll just touch in a few times before we switch over to a loving kindness practice at the end. So, just taking a small sample from experience right now, how is your body posture? Is there any shifts that you'd like to make? And then, how is the mind? And I didn't mention at the top, but just a reminder that the do nothing practice might not support your current experience. So, if you feel spacey, this is an opportunity to shift and bring a technique in. So, we can bring in a home base for feeling spacey. But if not, let's keep exploring with do nothing. Just one more sampling of our experience. So, checking in with the posture. What does the physical body feel like at the moment? Does it feel balanced and symmetrical? Do you feel positioned well? Is there any tweaks or changes? Are the shoulders down and back? Or are they creeping up by the ears? And then a check into the emotional body. Maybe there's nothing going on, which is fine, but just a curious, interested take. So, is there anything that you feel going on? And then shifting back to our technique of no technique. So, letting go of any intentions to control our attention. Really just shifting into the being side of existence. So explore a bit more, and I'll let you know when the loving kindness will start. All right, so let's experiment a bit with a friendliness or loving kindness practice. And so I'll offer mostly imagery. And if imagery doesn't work for you, then see if you can experiment with voices or sounds. So if I say bring up an image of someone that you've offered loving kindness to, imagery isn't your thing, then see if you can call forth the sound of their voice. So kind of imagine that you're at a gathering, a very busy gathering, and it is all the people that you've offered loving kindness to since you started meditating. And you're there and seeing people that you know are struggling and that you offered loving kindness to. And everyone's having a fantastic time. And your eyes meet with someone, and all you can offer at this moment is a knowing nod to them, or recognition that you see them and you're happy that they're doing well. A smile, a nod, and then the giving of the nod and the receiving of the nod. And then turning to see, is there any warmth generated? If there isn't, then no big deal, but maybe there is. And you're at this gathering, a loud, joyful noise. People talking and laughing. As you move through the party, you notice someone else. Maybe someone who helped you. Catch their eye. You feel seen. And you smile. And then give them a nod of gratitude. And then keep moving. You see a friend in the distance and you're heading towards them. You haven't seen them in a long time. But as you go, you notice someone else. Someone you didn't think was going to make it. You notice that their eyes lock with yours. You both smile. You can really feel the appreciation as they nod in your direction. And you keep making your way towards your friend. They're on the other side of the room. And as you're walking, someone pauses and stops, touches your arm really gently, says hello. Lets you know how much they appreciate you. You thank them, offer their appreciation back, and then continue towards your friend. And then finally you get to your friend. You smile, you nod, and you get a big hug. And after you're done hugging, you turn and look at the room and see all the appreciation and gratitude gathered together. And you offer a quick but feeble thank you. An acknowledgement and not enough all at once. And then one last, just kind of check into the body. just to see if you're able to kindle anything. And if you weren't, maybe you're able to get some clear audio or visual stimulus. And I think we mentioned this at one point, but just the dedication of merit is one of those things that we don't always do in Jeff's thing. But may the fruits of our practice benefit all beings. May our actions be for the benefit of all beings. So, thank you so much for your time and attention. Thank you for spending 30-something minutes with me. If you have any questions or reports, you can put those in chat. If you've got other things to be off to for the rest of your week, and hop off like Ruth has, go for it. Really appreciate those that are joining live as we've got a regular group now, and I really appreciate that. And then for everyone that is watching the recordings, I see you. I noticed the watching. Thank you so much, Susan. I noticed that we're getting views and stuff, so just a big nod of appreciation for those that are checking out the videos and watching later. So Jeff is going to be guiding on Sunday, and then I think you can check out. Actually, I don't know that I have anything to promote or to mention. That I think the CEC season 2 or CEP season 2 might be coming out soon. So that's great. Thank you so much, Lynn. Hope you have a fantastic Thursday. But yeah, so the Consciousness Explorers podcast, I think there's season 2 is coming. Maybe there'll be some more news that can be shared on Sunday. I don't know a whole lot. I just know that Nantucket talk that Jeff was at a couple weeks ago, that will be something that I think is going to be released as part of the CEP or the Mind Body Pod. So, all right. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you on Sunday.